California already has a long list of problems: sky-high cost of living, homelessness, crime, failing schools, and now an infestation of rats in many California communities, all because of a reckless law we warned you about several years ago that just went into effect just a few months ago. Coming up, we'll tell you all about the rodent infestation, what's driving it, what's causing it, and what we're doing to try to fix this filthy problem. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state legislator. And a few years ago, we released at Reform California a provocative report. And it talked about an alarming spike in rodent infestations around the state of California. Here is the report from 2019 on the Reform California website. July 16th, 2019, new report reveals California cities struggling with massive rat infestations. And back then, it was related specifically to, no surprise, the massive spike in homelessness. With all the homeless out there living on the streets, it provided easy access to food. But we also saw local governments were trying to interfere with basically pest control. Pest control companies were being told what they could or could not do, what sort of chemicals they could or could not use, all in the name of saving the environment. All of these elements combined together to produce a rodent infestation. Now, the Democrats, of course, said, no, it's not homelessness. Oh, no, it's not our government policies that are creating this unsanitary, filthy, icky situation. No, it's climate change. Warmer temperatures create more conditions for the rodents to populate. Oh, BS. Your government policies resulted in the filth and the squalor and have resulted in the icky situation of a rodent infestation. Well, at the time in 2019 that we released this initial report, we warned that it could get a lot worse, that politicians were trying to enact a statewide ban on the best practice chemicals for rodent control that all the other states use. The environmentalists in California were saying, no, we have to get rid of this pest control chemical. It's bad for biodiversity. So they kept pushing. We kept warning. They kept pushing. We kept warning. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then in 2014, just last year, Governor Gavin Newsom, who, by the way, I think he's one of our biggest rat issues. Take a look. Whiskers. Yeah. Anyway, Newsom last September signed into law Assembly Bill 2552, which banned anticoagulant rodenticides, which is the rat treatment that these environmentalists consider bad. It didn't go into effect until January 1st of this year in relatively cooler temperatures. But my, oh my, just in a matter of a few months, we now have seen a rodent epidemic. Absolutely disgusting across the state. And the media has not connected the dots yet. Well, one did up in the NBC Bay Area. And why are we not surprised that in the Bay Area we're seeing the rodent problem be the worst with their homelessness issue? Rodent-driven store closures, raising questions about state rodenticide ban. Raising questions? Bitch, please. There shouldn't be questions raised. It should be causing uproar and outrage and demand for change, not raising questions. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that we no longer allow pest control companies to do their damn job. It's not hard, NBC. Here's our report.
The Whole Foods in Cupertino that shut down months ago because of a rodent problem is still closed tonight. The store has been working to trap and remove.
Okay, can you just imagine Whole Foods, which is such a haughty store, for the woke, I don't go to Vaughn's, I go to Whole Foods. So these Bay Area liberals are deprived of one of their Whole Foods haughty-taughty stores. And it's been closed down for months. They don't know what to do about the rats. It's just, a rat infestation in most other states can be dealt with in a matter of a day. No, not in the Bay Area. The whole entire supermarket shut for months.
And remove the rats. But the prolonged closure is raising questions about whether a new state ban on powerful rat poison is making it harder to get rid of this type of infestation.
These are questions. I'm a journalist, and it's still a matter of questions. Could it possibly have anything to do with the fact that we no longer allow pest control companies to actually use a tool that 49 other states allow to deal with their rat populations? I don't know. It's a good question. We may want to consider it. Oh, no, it's probably climate change. Oh, these people just need to be smacked or locked in a room with a bunch of rats.
Investigative reporter Hilda Gutierrez joins us now with more. Hilda.
California is one of the most rat-infested states, but also now has the toughest rodenticide restrictions in the country, according to Santa Clara County's Department of...
Yeah, wait. We're one of the most rat-infested states, and yet now we have... No, flip that around. We enacted these restrictions, and now we have a rat-infested state. Let's get it correct, all right? They're presuming we're very rat infested. And now there's questions about whether it's a good idea to get rid of rat control poisons. Because you got rid of it, we see the problem happening today.
New poison restrictions may even explain why the Whole Foods in Cupertino has been closed for months.
It may even explain. It might. It's possible. The question is still a debate.
For months.
This Whole Foods in Cupertino has been closed and fenced off since April after health inspectors found...
You get to wonder how much money is that Bezos guy, because I think Bezos owns Whole Foods. How much money is he hemorrhaging off of this store that's been closed down by his liberal friends here in California that he continues to contribute campaign cash to?
Inspectors found rodent droppings in food prep areas and live cockroaches in the bakery. The county's top environment...
Live cockroaches in the bakery. Oh, yeah, I'd love to have one of those raisin muffins. Wait, that ain't no raisin.
Says 3 months is far longer than the typical shutdown for a pest problem.
I'm shocked by the complaints, but I am shocked. I mean, typically we will, an infestation can be dealt with. We'll have people asking for a reopening in 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days.
So what's taking so long? One major difference, Whole Foods can't use the same rat poison other businesses had used before. Dr. Underwood says the grocery store's pest control company went as far as requesting a waiver from the county to use it, but was denied.
Oh my goodness. So here you have a crisis situation, massive losses for Whole Foods, and yet the county says, no, we don't think you need it. No. Not at all. Okay, county health, environmental agents, you get to sleep in the rat-infested store. Oh, what? Now you have a different point of view? Now that someone else has to deal with the squalor and filth that your policies are creating?
Parent company. Probably if they were allowed to use rodenticides, maybe Whole Foods would be open sooner.
We reached out.
Maybe? Probably if they were able to use rat control, that maybe we could start controlling the rats. Oh, and she's got a PhD.
We reached out to Whole Foods for confirmation, but they only said their goal is to reopen as quickly as possible and fully address the issue. This includes their ongoing maintenance.
By the way, with all this news around this store, would anyone go and shop there after all of this controversy? No. I think you have to basically realize that this store is kaput. Done.
And repairs. California's new Poison-Free Wildlife Act bans blood-thinning rodenticides with limited exceptions for...
This is the Assembly Bill 2552.
Public health, water protection, or agriculture. The law was passed to protect wild animals like mountain lions that consume the poison animals.
By the way, there is no solid evidence that somehow we're losing mountain lions. And frankly, I'm hearing from a lot of ranches that say that the mountain lions are eating their livestock. There's actually a population issue there.
A 2023 state report found toxins in 90% of tested pumas.
Some of these rat poisons can cause wildlife.
Yeah, you know what? You test for toxins across the board, you're going to find toxins in virtually anything in society.
And strangely,
Jonathan Evans with the Center for Biological Diversity has...
You know what's abnormal and strange? Some of these idiots who are advancing these issues, maybe that's what's infested California's state legislature. They're acting abnormally and strangely. Maybe they're under the influence of some sort of toxins. It's not just the ick factor. We're having other industries, other areas of our economy devastated by the rat infestation. Here's from California Globe, which, by the way, if you don't know about CaliforniaGlobe.com, check it out. They do great work. Here it says, according to National Geographic, 2 rats can multiply into 15,000 in just 1 year. That kind of exponential growth poses a serious health threat to human health and food supply. Rodents chew through electrical wiring, causing house fires, spreading diseases like hantavirus and salmonella, and are now tearing through almond orchards, destroying irrigation system, causing hundreds of millions of dollars in crop damage. The Almond Board of California estimates that rodent infestations across more than 100,000 acres of orchards have already caused up to, ready for it, $310 million in losses. Farmers are sounding the alarm. Quote, never seen anything like this. And yet, the state legislature, not going to back down. And as you just heard from that NBC report, local public health authorities not willing to give waivers for the obvious. No, human sanitation, the protection of our economy, the protection of human life, out the window. Because some swarmy, mouthy, nosy liberal thinks that they know better. They know better. And of course, they're never held accountable for the destructive policies that they impose. A rat infestation. And this was something we warned about at Reform California. This is not like something I'm parachuting into. Again, back in 2019, our report was the warning that legislators ignored. And we went through, and at that time, we were fighting Assembly Bill 1788, and we did defeat it at that time. But no, they finally got it through last year with AB 2552. Look, at Reform California, we are not just covering the tax issues, the political issues. We are covering a whole range of crazy policies, and we warn. And we provide then follow-ups like today's episode on, well, I guess you could say we were right. We warned you. We told you. We need your help. Join the movement to restore sanity in California. Go to our website, reformcalifornia.org. Check out that rat report from 2019. Sign up at the bottom of the website so you're tethered into the growing statewide movement to take back our state from the insanity of the far left. And then finally, please chip in a contribution to support our work. We cannot do any of this advocacy and fighting without your help. Even $5 puts fuel in the tank. Until next time, be careful where you go and shop, where you eat. There's a rat infestation. It's not just in the state capital. I'm Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.